England has celebrated the so-called Freedom Day. Nearly all COVID restrictions in England have been lifted, but there's been some changes today. People will need to have vaccine passports to access nightclubs and other crowded venues from September. Prime Minister Boris Johnson warning that the pandemic is not over.
Crowds gathering in Parliament Square on so-called Freedom Day. But no carnival atmosphere here. This an angry protest against Johnson's government. 16 months into this pandemic, the third wave upon us, the nation on edge. Not under arrest, but isolating at his Chequers country retreat after his health secretary caught COVID and the PM got pinged. The scientist in the room, the PM back on Zoom.
Though both deaths and hospitalisations, as I say, are sadly rising, these numbers are well within the margins of what our scientists predicted at the outset of the roadmap. And so it is right to proceed cautiously in the way that we are, but it's also right to recognise that this pandemic is far from over.
Stage 4 irreversible for not even 24 hours. At midnight, no requirement for COVID immunity passes in nightclubs. By 5 p.m, the Prime Minister changing the tone and the policy.
By the end of September, when all over 18s will have had their chance to be double jabbed, we're planning to make full vaccination the condition of entry to nightclubs and other venues where large crowds gather. Proof of a negative test will no longer be enough.
The scientists warning things could still get ugly.
It's very likely we'll get to above 1,000 hospitalisations today. It could be quite a lot higher than that. And there will be deaths, of course, associated with that. And opening up into an increasing wave, as predicted, will lead to a further increase. I think that's very clear.
Cautious and irreversible, words that were meant to make us feel safe. The rhetoric now meeting reality. The end of lockdown is not the end of danger.